He's the only doctor in the world who's a hazard to your health, and no one's got more confirmed kills than he does. His name is Dr. Disrespect, and that name has become one of the biggest names on Twitch thanks to his mullet, his sunglasses, and most of all, his personality. But it turns out that Dr. Disrespect is just a character played by video game pro Guy Beam. So who is Dr. Disrespect really? Well, don't click away just yet. Keep on keeping on to find out everything you need to know about the man behind the most ruthless mustache in gaming.
And you think I'm gonna stop right there? We're just getting started.
A villain is born. They say a rose by any other name would still smell as sweet, but would Dr. Disrespect have become so popular if his name was Diarrhea Panic? That almost happened, as Diarrhea Panic was Beam's original Xbox gamer tag. But after changing it to Dr. Disrespect, Beam decided to start recording his own gameplay in 2010, leading to the accidental creation of a gaming icon. In the 2011 YouTube documentary Guy Beam, Dead Serious About Gaming, Beam explained, "There weren't really any expectations of making a doctor character come alive. I recorded a whole bunch of crappy clips, put them together in this montage form, and recorded my voice over them. I used one of the voices I generally just have fun with and use on Xbox Live, and created this sort of unique video, this intense, unique villain type of character. With the voice and name in place, Beam decided he needed to bring Dr. Disrespect in front of the camera as well. And that meant rounding out the character with just the right look. Beam went to the costume store.
Didn't really have any intentions or expectations of getting something specific. I just knew that there had to be a look to him, and he had to have a mustache.
He found the mustache, mullet, and sunglasses in one trip, and began putting the basic personality of the character together with his friends later that night. Other additions came later, some invented, but some actually true. His mustache, for instance, soon gained its own name and backstory, as viewers learned it was a poisonous Ethiopian caterpillar by the name of Slick Daddy, which once fell on the doctor's face and never left. That may be stretching the truth, but other bits of his backstory are real. For instance, just as he claims, Beam is actually a 6'8" athlete with a 37-inch vertical. Contract to Kill. After establishing the persona, Beam slowly started making a name for himself in the burgeoning online streaming scene, setting up his own channel on YouTube in 2010. The consistent content production on Beam's end led to a contract with Machinima in 2011, giving him a much bigger platform to distribute his videos. And while many viewers were still confused or turned off by the doc's gimmick, Beam found many fans among the employees of Machinima, which led to further opportunities with the company. This first success was but a sign of bigger things to come. The Call of Duty. In 2011, Beam's extensive experience with cleaning up in multiplayer death matches led to a professional opportunity as a community manager for a Call of Duty developer, Sledgehammer Games. In Guy Beam, Dead Serious About Gaming, he explained, "When I first heard about the Sledgehammer Games position, at that time I was temporarily working at Stanford University and I didn't really know where I wanted to go. I just know I've always wanted to get into the video game industry." Based on his experiences growing his social media profile, Beam decided to try applying for the position and got the job in March 2011. A year later, he was promoted from community management to level design.
I designed half the maps for Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. I know, calm down.
To keep his focus on his work in gaming design, Beam retired Dr. Disrespect for almost 5 years. After leaving Sledgehammer in 2016, though, Beam was faced with a choice: pursue game design with another studio, or take a chance and try to make a living playing games as Dr. Disrespect. According to Beam, a nudge from his wife and a boost from streaming platform Boom.tv helped him make the decision. "They funded my studio, rent, and broke down the revenue made from streaming. It came down to my wife, and she said to try to stream and see where it went." Rise to prominence. After 5 years off, and with a whole new wave of superstar gamers entrenched in the streaming world, Dr. Disrespect faced an uphill climb to become relevant again. But as his favorite catchphrase says,
We're at the tippity top of the mountain. But we're really only halfway up.
thanks to his wildly popular streaming of Battle Royale games H1Z1, King of the Kill, and PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, Dr. Disrespect became gaming royalty in 2017, launching his own line of merchandise and winning the Trending Gamer Award from the Game Awards. I challenge you to a duel. Given the nature of his character, it's no surprise that Dr. Disrespect has gotten in several feuds with other gamers, such as Tyler1 and Summit1G, though how much of it was real and how much of it was wrestling-style theater is hard to say. One feud that started as a joke but became all too real, however, was Beam's dispute with PUBG creator Brendan Green, aka PlayerUnknown himself. In July 2017, the Doc was shockingly given a temporary ban after intentionally killing one of his own teammates, which is understandably against the rules. Beam and Green then engaged in a friendly exchange on Twitter that culminated in Dr. Disrespect threatening to roundhouse kick Green in the chest. This hit way too close to home for Green, however, as it turned out he had actually once been kicked in the chest right through a plate glass window. But Dr. Disrespect was anything but repentant. Instead, he created a new PUBG account to circumvent the ban and used it to taunt Green by naming his new character Glass Window. Out of character. Over the course of his career, Beam rarely stepped out of character, so it was a shock to fans when, in December 2017, Beam appeared as himself in a Dr. Disrespect stream and dropped a bomb. He had cheated on his wife and was taking an indefinite break from streaming.
I'm gonna take time off to focus on my family.
After extending an apology to his fans and sponsors, the channel went dark, leaving fans stunned and wondering when or if they would ever see Dr. Disrespect again. A month and a half later, they had their answer as Dr. Disrespect triumphantly returned on February 5th, 2018, saying, "I messed up big time. I didn't think I was gonna make it out alive, but I did. We all did. The Doc is coming back." And the fans turned out to greet him. So many, in fact, that Twitch actually crashed upon his return. Though some believe that's a coincidence, there's no denying Dr. Disrespect's draw, as his stream peaked at over 388,000 concurrent live viewers. His subscriber base, rebranded from the Slick Daddy Club to the Champions Club, also grew by more than 12,000 new subscribers on his first day back, and viewers rewarded him with thousands of dollars in donations over the course of the day's stream. He also made some changes behind the scenes. After one of the mods in his chat room spilled gossip about Dr. Disrespect's marital trouble, the Doc responded by turning to bot mods instead. He also announced that he would be donating a portion of his Twitch proceeds to a charity in a new monthly initiative spearheaded by his wife, codenamed Mrs. Assassin. And he announced that he had given up alcohol as part of the rebuilding process with his family, saying, "I'm not preaching everyone should do it, I'm doing it. Whether you like it or not, I'm doing it." And the effects? Magnificent. The Champions Club. Since relaunching his brand in 2016, Dr. Disrespect has made his community know how much he appreciates them, which might come as a surprise considering his abrasive, aggressive persona. Sometimes it's as simple as scrolling through Twitter, appreciating Doc-themed Halloween costumes fans have put together. Other times, his appreciation for the fans is more direct, like the time Doc talked one fan through a period of severe depression, speaking to the viewer directly on the stream and showing compassion without ever dropping character. Another time, a simple candid compliment from a fan who said how much he loved the Doc without realizing he was speaking to the man himself, reduced Beam to tears. So no matter how much he talks about violence, speed, and momentum, it turns out there's a real human heart beating inside the chest of this elite gamer. Thanks for watching. Click the SVG icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.